Hello, my spicy Pisces friends. Welcome. This will be a general reading for Pisces, Sun, Moon, and Rising for November 4th through November 10th. Of course, dates are approximate and flexible. It may resonate with you whenever you view it, or it may not resonate with you at all, being a general reading. Okay, Queen of Swords. So take anything that does resonate and leave the rest behind. And also don't forget, the cards are here just as guides or clarifiers. And King of Wands. And, oh wow, that was fast too. Won't even let me finish my sentence. Two of Wands followed by the Two of Swords. So what I was trying to say is, the cards are really here just to guide or clarify, not to predict, and never put anyone else's judgment above your own. Okay, you know your own situation better than anyone. And you have your own intuition upon which you can rely. Yes, sometimes it helps to have people around us to help us clarify and discuss things with us. Okay, anyway, let's get into the message here. So from the minor arcana, we have one card for the physical realm, one card for the mental realm, two cards for the message from the spiritual realm, and we have the Tower as the overall energy from the major arcana. So I know a lot of people fear the Tower. However, the Tower doesn't necessarily have to indicate something horrendous. It really, really does not. The Tower, in my experience, often indicates a necessary clearing out to allow for the new to come in. And I find that the Tower is an indication of the universe forcing you into some sort of change that you have been ignoring or resisting. Yet that change is what you need to make in order to move toward what you desire. So it's kind of like the universe saying, okay, Pisces, you've been resisting the best path to what you desire. You've been resisting the path of least resistance to bring you where you want to be. So here you go. We're going to force you into it, okay? And often it is related to our beliefs. Something happens that forces us to take a good look either at ourselves or our situation or at our belief system, so we can kind of clear it out and make room for the expansion. So, interestingly enough, Pisces, we have two figures here. We have the Queen of Swords and the King of Wands. So this could be a male or female. Queen could be male or female. King could be male or female. It's really just the energy. So keep that in mind. Also, the Queen of Swords could be an air sign. So it could be a Gemini, a Libra, or an Aquarius, but it is not necessarily. The King of Wands could be a fire sign, an Aries, a Leo, or a Sagittarius, but not necessarily. So let me just say that before I discuss the energies here of these figures. So for me, the Queen of Swords it represents an advisor. And, when she's upright here, an advisor, someone who is wise, who doesn't mince words. This person is approachable. You can talk to this person. This person is willing to help. This person is honest, straightforward, maybe sometimes blunt. Like say a little bit softer than the King of Swords with the feminine energy here. May try to serve you up the honesty in a more gentle way, yet the Queen of Swords doesn't really mince words. The Queen of Swords will be honest with you. So I'm feeling as though there is someone in your realm this week whom you can turn to for guidance, advice. And one thing, I know I just said don't trust anyone's judgment over your own, and that is absolutely true. However, when it comes to big decisions and such, we have to trust, that's when we really have to trust our own, let's say intuition, our own body. And it will be different for each of us. Some of us have a gut feeling. Some of us, get an intuition. Some of us recognize it through our emotions. Some of us, it just comes to us immediately, the answer. And then what happens? So that's you trusting your own judgment. But then what happens is sometimes instead of going with that, let's just call it overall, we'll just use the word intuition, that intuition, our individual knowing, instead of going with that, we allow our mind to weigh in and we start thinking things and allowing our imagination to run away with itself. And then we start second guessing ourselves, okay? So when the mind gets involved, that's when talking it out with someone else can really be of service, because our minds tend to be here to serve others. In other words, our minds are good at weighing things out for other people and making comparisons and maybe playing devil's advocate. Well, have you thought of it this way? Well, what do you think of this? Right? And I feel as though that's what this person is here for, is to help you sort things out, to talk it through, to maybe put a different twist on things, okay? Not to make your decisions for you, but to talk it through. So in your mental realm, you have the King of Wands here. So this is someone who is in charge, is charismatic, is a charismatic leader. This person can get people to do what he or she wants. This person is very active. And people are drawn to this person. I don't want to, I want to say people can be taken in by this person, but I don't necessarily feel a negative energy towards this person. Okay, so taken in makes it sound as though this person is trying to trick you, but this person is good at getting people to do things his or her way, I feel. So now, in your message from the spiritual realm, we have the Two of Wands followed by the Two of Swords. And I just immediately got this message that I will just try to verbalize here. I have the feeling of the universe. The universe is acknowledging or advising you to look beyond your immediate environment, your immediate world. Look out at the world at large. Expand your world. Find the inspiration for the next step. Okay, so, all right, I'm not verbalizing this properly, okay? Basically, you're going to feel inspired. You're going to find the inspiration for the next step forward, for, let's say, the new journey or the next journey, or at least the next leg of your journey, so to speak. Yet, then you are going to, I feel, let your mind step in and cause you confusion. That's where the Two of Swords comes in. So, in other words, it's kind of going back to, not kind of, it's definitely going back to this Queen of Swords here, right? You have the Queen of Swords, and I said that this person is here to help you talk it through and get over this lack of clarity. Figure out the right direction. See, so what I feel like here is that, I'm sorry, Pisces, sometimes I just feel like I'm not being clear here, but you're going to find some sort of inspiration. Yet you're going to allow your mind to step in and confuse you. But you do have this Queen of Swords figure, again, male or female, to talk this through and help you clarify. So, there's something here related to this King of Wands who is on your mind. And I feel as though this figure is causing, it's weird, but causing the inspiration, yet also resulting in the second guessing. And I'm also feeling that this King of Wands is responsible for this Tower energy. And I really do not feel as though this is a complete upheaval or chaos. I feel as though this King of Wands is representative of someone who is shaking things up for you. Let me give you an example. This is really general because you only had one card jump out for each category. And it makes sense that it's general because it's for many of you. But I feel as though you're thinking about someone, and in some way, shape, or form, this person has shaken things up for you. And it may be, for example, that you have met someone that you never thought a type of person whom you never thought you'd be interested in. Maybe someone whom you never thought would be interested in you. And now You're feeling really, really inspired about the future here with the Two of Wands. Yet, there's also some trepidation about moving forward, represented here by the Two of Swords. You're feeling confusion. You're letting your mind step in. I feel as though your gut feeling here is positive and enthusiastic and feeling good about the future. Yet, you second guess yourself. Oh, second guess. You have the two energy here. So I feel like you're second guessing yourself. Again, specifically what this King of Wands is bringing to you that is shaking you up, that is making you see things differently or believe differently or experience differently. Whatever that is, that's very general and will be different for each of you. But you do have this Queen of Swords figure with whom you can talk it out. Okay, my Pisces friends. This is very interesting, and I'm very curious about it here because, this is so general with this King of Wands shaking things up for you. Very interesting here. So basically, if you find yourself in this situation this week, Pisces, I would recommend that you talk it out with the Queen of Swords. The Queen of Swords does not make the decisions for you. The Queen of Swords just helps you talk it out and weigh pros and cons and see things maybe from different angles. Don't worry about this Tower. I actually feel as though this is a positive shakeup for you here. I don't feel anything negative about the King of Wands. I feel as though it's just someone coming into your world and introducing something different, something out of the ordinary for you, something you wouldn't normally do, believe, or experience. And it's inspiring you, yet you're second guessing yourself. Okay, Pisces, if this does not resonate with you at all, then you might want to check out the readings for your moon and rising signs. Either way, I want to thank you so much for being with me, Pisces, and I really hope you have a fabulous, fabulous week ahead.